On site at the 2022 Criterium du Dauphine in Beauchâtel, and right on the finish line there behind me, they're picking up, but it was Belgian champion Wout van Aert who won the sprint victory in a small bunch kick ahead of Ethan Hayter, the British rider, and in third place, American 22-year-old Sean Quinn from EF Easy Post. And right over here on my right on the podium, Wout van Aert took the yellow race leader's jersey after one day of racing here at the Criterium du Dauphine. It was a three-man move that marched off the front early on in 191-kilometer stage. In that group included Pierre Rolland, the Frenchman, and on the final climb, 34 kilometers to go, it topped out, and as Pierre Rolland, who took the maximum points there, he ended the day with the polka dot jersey, but back behind. First it was Trek Segafredo doing a lot of the muscle work, and then Ineos Grenadiers. That work saw the sprinters like Dylan Groenewegen, like Phil Bauhaus from Team Bahrain Victorious, and Dylan Groenewegen for Team Bike Exchange. They got canned out the back of that bunch, speeding over the top of that climb. Around 30 kilometers to go, the group made contact with the early escapees, and we were heading for a bunch kick, a reduced bunch kick without some of those top sprinters in the bunch. But in the bunch, it was Hayter from Team Ineos Grenadiers, and they were really working hard. We saw Filippo Ganna, the big time trial champion, at the front. We didn't know if Wout van Aert would sprint or Christophe Laporte. And remember, back in Paris-Nice, it was a 1-2-3 with Christophe Laporte getting the stage victory in yellow jersey, Wout van Aert and Primoz Roglic up there. Well, this time it was Wout van Aert. He was looking for the lead out of his teammate Christophe Laporte. Instead, he followed in on the will of Ethan Hayter and clearly won the sprint. And it was a tight sprint for second place between Hayter and Sean Quinn. Hayter took the young rider's jersey. Again, Pierre Rolland in that mountains jersey. Trek Segafredo, after all that work, their man in the sprint, Jasper Stuyven, closed 6th place. And in 13th, you might have noticed the American Kevin Van Marke from Team DSM. Dylan Groenewegen, he missed out on the sprint. He was gapped off, but we spoke to some of his teammates, including Luke Durbridge, and as many riders are doing here at the Criterium du Dauphiné, it's the same for Dylan Groenewegen. They're building up for the Tour de France, so they need these hard days. Even if they don't come away with a victory, they need these hard days of riding. And for Wout van Aert, he's won so much. He came second recently in Paris-Roubaix, and he just finished up a big training camp there with Sepp Kuss, with Primoz Roglic in Sierra Nevada, Spain. Coming here to the Criterium du Dauphiné, this is confidence building for Wout van Aert. It's another victory, but confidence building as he and the team prepare for the Tour de France starting July 1 in Copenhagen. Here in the team, they have Primoz Roglic. They're going to be fighting for the overall victory. Remember, Primoz Roglic won the overall in Paris-Nice. He's going to want to win the overall here as he marches on towards the Tour de France. But now it's Wout van Aert in that yellow jersey as we look for another sprint tomorrow. We have a hard day coming up on Tuesday, and then a TT that could suit Wout van Aert on stage 4, with of course those mountains looming off in the distance in this 8-day stage race here in Southeast France. Kicking off day 1, Wout van Aert in the yellow jersey.